Hare Krishna Maharaj，顶拜您的莲花
Hare
座。
Krishna，顶拜你们。
我们现在开始啊。
Recording in progress.
Guru Mani,
Yes, Maharaj.
how far did we get? Did we finish the chapter about Bahulasva and Shuradev?
Yes.
Did
Yes.
we finish the
Yeah.
chapter?
Yeah, I remember we finished it. Padmavati, Padmuki. 我们上一周是不把80章
No, there was a paragraph left.
Recording stopped.
There was a paragraph left. He went back to Dwarka, but we didn't do that last paragraph.
Oh. Yes.
All right, so we'll do it now. Okay. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya
Recording in progress.
Chaksurmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we're reading chapter number 86 of the Krishna book. And we're hearing about how Lord Krishna went to visit Bahulashva and Shrutadev.
我们继续来阅读Krishna 快乐的起源第86章。主拜访巴胡拉什瓦王和 Shrutadev Brahman。
So we heard about how Lord Krishna went to visit them and then he went back to Dwarka. So we're just going to read the last paragraph which is remaining.
上堂课我们已经讲完了，主 Krishna 造访了这两个人之后便返回了杜尔卡城。今天我们把最后一个段来读完。
So the instruction we received from this incident is that King Bahulasva and Shrutadev the Brahmana were accepted by Lord Krishna on the same level because both of them were pure devotees.
在这个事件中，我们得到的教训是，主接受巴胡拉什瓦王和 Shrutadev 处于同等地位，因为他们都是纯粹奉献者。
This is the real qualification to be accepted by Krishna.
这是被 Krishna 承认的真正资格。
It has become the fashion at the present time for people to be proud of being born in a family of Kshatriyas or Brahmanas.
这个年代的时尚是人因为生于 Kshatriya 或 Brahmana 之家而虚假的骄傲起来。
And we see people who have no qualification other than that birth that they claim to be Brahmins or Kshatriyas or Vaishyas.
我们看到他们除了出生之外，并没有其他资格，但却声称是 Brahmana, Kshatriya 或 Vaishya。
But it's stated in the scriptures, Kalo Sudra Sambhavaha. In the age of Kali, everyone is born a Sudra.
圣典有云，在这个卡里年代，每个人都是书者。
And the reason for this is because people don't perform any of the religious purificatory processes like samskars.
原因就在于世人没有遵守 祭典的净化程序，这个净化程序叫 samskara。
And the very first one begins from the time of the mother's pregnancy. And then the samskars, then there's other samskars which continue up to the point of the individual's death.
第一个 samskara 净化程序就是从母亲怀孕之日起，一直到一个人死亡，最后的死亡的净化程序。
So nobody can claim to be of a higher caste, like Brahman, Kshatriya, or Vaishya, just by their birth.
没有人仅仅因为他的出生便自称是较高的阶层 Brahman, Kshatriya 或 Vaishya。
If people don't get purified by the samskaras, then he's just considered, he can only be considered a Sudra or lower.
谁若没有受净化仪式所净化，便立刻被归类为疏者。
Only the Sudras don't have to do any samskars.
只有疏者才没有经历过净化过程。
And if people engage in sex life without Krishna consciousness, then this is just like the activities of Sudras or animals.
没有 Krishna 知觉净化过程的性生活，只是疏者或动物的活动。
So Krishna consciousness is the best process for purification.
Krishna 知觉是净化的最佳程序。
And by this process, everyone can become a Vaishnava.
通过这个方法，人人都可以成为 Vaishnava。
And one who is a Vaishnava will have all the qualifications of a Brahmana.
谁若是 Vaishnava， 便具备了 Brahmana 的所有资格。
Vaishnavas are trained to become free from the 4 kinds of sinful activities, namely illicit sex, intoxication, gambling, and meat eating.
Vaishnava 受过训练，远离了4种罪恶的活动：不正当的性生活、服用麻醉品、赌博、肉食。
A person cannot be a Brahman without having the preliminary qualifications. And without becoming a qualified Brahmana, he cannot become a pure devotee.
不具备这些先决条件，人是不能成为 Brahmana 的，而不是一个合格的 Brahmana 就不能成为纯粹的奉献者。
So this is the end of the chapter 86 of the story of Lord Krishna visiting Bahulasva and Shrutadev. Now we're going to go on to chapter 87, prayers by the personified Vedas.
就此结束了第86章 Krishna 造访 Shrutadev 和 Bahulashva。接下来我们继续阅读第87章。 韦达经诸位化身祷告主。
King Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami about a very important topic.
Parikshit 的王向 Sukadeva Goswami 询问了一项重要的题旨。
He wanted to understand some very transcendental subject matter.
他希望理解一个非常超然的主题。
So he had a question. His question was that Vedic knowledge is generally dealing with the 3 qualities of the material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance.
他的问题如下：韦达知识涉及的是 物质自然3种属性，即善良、激情和愚昧。
So Maharaj Parikshit wants to understand how can it approach the subject matter of transcendence, which is beyond the 3 modes of material nature.
问题就是，那么这韦达经又如何阐释了超越3种属性以外的超然体质呢？
The mind is material, and the vibration of words is also a material sound. So how can the Vedas, how can Vedic knowledge express material sound?
心意是物质的，言语、词语的震动也是物质的声音。那么韦达知识又如何以物质的声音阐释超然？
Yeah, the Vedic knowledge is expressing material sounds. So how can it be transcendental?
韦达知识在表述着物质的声音，它又能如何来达到超然的层面呢？
Material, a subject, if we describe a subject matter, we have to describe where it comes from.
如果我们形容一个主题的话，我们就要来描述它的源头。
And we have to describe its qualities, and we also have to describe its activities.
我们还要描述它的品质以及它的活动。
So to describe to describe anything in that way, it's only by thinking with the material mind.
这种描述
And we have to also use material words to describe it.
这种描述只有透过物质心意的思想和发出物质言语的声音而从事。
Now Brahman, which Brahman is the absolute truth, and it has no material qualities.
Brahman 就意味着绝对真理，它没有物质的品性。
But when we speak, our power of speaking cannot go beyond the material qualities.
而我们说话的能力不能超越物质品性。
So how can we describe Brahman? By our words.
那么又如何能以言语来表达 Brahman 呢？
So Maharaj Parikshit says to Sukadeva Goswami, I don't see how it is possible to understand transcendence from material sounds.
Parikshit Maharaj 便这样询问 Sukadeva Goswami： 我不能理解以物质声音表达去了解超然是怎么可能的事。
So Maharaj Parikshit was asking this question from Sukadeva Goswami because he wants to understand about the Vedas.
Parikshit 王向 Sukadeva Goswami 提出这种询问，是想要理解韦达经。
He wants to understand if the Vedas actually describe the absolute truth. If they describe the absolute truth as impersonal, or as personal.
他想理解韦达经最后描述绝对真理是非人格的还是人格的。
So, to understand the absolute truth, we have to understand there are three features of the absolute truth.
要了解绝对真理，就要明白绝对真理有3个特色。
There's the impersonal Brahman, the Paramatma localized in everyone's heart, and there is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna.
那就是非人格的 Brahman， 每个生物心中的Paramatma 超灵和至尊人格守神 Krishna。
So the Vedas, they deal with 3 departments of activities.
韦达经谈论的活动分为3大部分。
One is called Karma Kanda, meaning activities under the Vedic injunctions.
其一是 Karma Kanda， 即在韦达经训令下的活动。
These activities gradually purify us so that we can understand our real position.
这些活动能逐步净化我们，使人明白真正的地位。
And then another kind of activity is Jnana Kanda, which is the process of understanding the absolute truth by speculative knowledge.
第二部分是 Jnana Kanda， 即通过推敲的程序去了解绝对真理。
And then the third kind of activity is called Upasana Kanda, or worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
第3部分叫做 Upasana Kanda， 即崇拜至尊人格守神。
And sometimes the demigods may also be worshipped in this Upasana Kanda.
有时候半神人也在 Upasana Kanda 中受到崇拜。
So the worship of the demigods recommended in the Vedas is ordered with the understanding that the demigods have a relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna.
韦达经所以赞成对半神的崇拜，是要先行明白半神人与人格守神的关系。
Krishna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has many parts and parcels.
作为至尊人格守神的 Krishna 有很多所属部分，
Some are called swamshas, or his personal expansions.
有些称为 Swamsha， 即他的个人扩展。
And some are called vibhinamshas, which mean they're the living entities.
有些则称为是 Vibhinamsha， 即生物体。
So all of these expansions, both the two kinds, the Swamsha and the Vibhinamsha, come from the original personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna.
这2种 Swamsha 和 Vibhinamsha 都是原始的人格守神 Krishna 的流演。
The Swamsha expansions are called Vishnu Tattva.
Swamsha 扩展称为是 Vishnu Tattva，
And the Vibhinamsha expansions are called Jiva Tattva.
Vibhinamsha 扩展则称为是 Jiva Tattva。
And the different demigods are also Jiva Tattva.
不同的半神人也隶属于 Jiva Tattva。
Conditioned souls, they're put into the activities of the material world for their sense gratification.
受条件限制的灵魂投入物质世界的活动中，以求感官享乐。
So it's stated in the Bhagavad Gita that they're put there just so that they can regulate themselves rather than being too much addicted to sense activities.
佛家梵歌说，他们之所以陷入这些活动，是要规范他们的感官享乐。
So the worship of demigods is sometimes recommended.
因此，对半神的崇拜是受到推荐的。
For people, if somebody is very much addicted to meat eating, then the Vedas allow them to worship the form of the goddess Kali and to sacrifice a goat.
韦达训令允许沉溺于吃肉的人去崇拜卡里女神的形体，并且献祭一只山羊。
They should not sacrifice any other animal, only the goat.
他们不应当献祭其他的动物，只可以献祭山羊。
So under the regulation, then the worshippers may be allowed to eat meat.
根据这些规则，崇拜者便被允许去吃肉。
So the Vedas don't encourage people to eat meat, but they allow people to eat meat under certain conditions.
韦达经并不鼓励人们吃肉，但是却在一定条件限制下允许他们去吃肉。
So we should understand that worship of the demigods is not the same as worship of the absolute truth.
所以我们当明白，对半神的崇拜，并不是在崇拜绝对真理。
However, if we worship the demigods, we can gradually come to accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, in an indirect way.
然而，通过崇拜半神人，人们便会逐渐的、间接的去接受至尊人格守神 Krishna。
So this indirect method, this is described in the Bhagavad Gita, is described as avidhi, which means it's not bona fide.
佛教梵歌形容这种间接的崇拜是 avidi， 意思是并非授权的。
So since the demigod worship is not bona fide, the impersonalists, they say to concentrate on the impersonal.
由于对半神的崇拜不是正宗的，非人格主义者便强调非人格绝对真理的非人格形象。
So Maharaj Parikshit's question was about what is the ultimate goal of the Vedic knowledge.
Parikshit 王询问了伟大知识的最终目标。
He wants to understand, should we concentrate on the impersonal feature of the Absolute or concentrate on the personal feature?
问题是，应当专注于至尊真理的非人格形象，还是人格形象？
both for us, both the personal and the impersonal feature are beyond our material understanding.
对我们而言，绝对真理的非人格形象和人格形象全都超越了我们的物质理解力。
The impersonal feature of the Absolute means the Brahman effulgence, and that is like the rays from the body of Krishna.
真理的非人格形象 Brahman， 它只是圣主 Krishna 躯体的光辉。
So the rays from the body of Krishna are spread all over the creation.
圣主 Krishna 躯体的光辉遍布了、覆盖了宇宙整个主的创造。
And when a portion of the effulgence is covered by the material clouds, then that is called the material quality. That is called the material world.
当这光灿的一部分被物质的乌云所覆盖，那就被称为是物质世界了。
You have the three qualities, the three material qualities: goodness, passion, and ignorance.
在那里就存在着善良、激情和愚昧三种品性。
So living entities who are within this cloudy region, this is called the material world.
处于这云朵掩盖的部分，就称为是物质世界。
So the people who are in that region, they understand the absolute truth just by their own mind and senses, by their own speculation.
在这物质世界的人，便是通过他们的感官以心意，通过推敲来去觉悟绝对真理。
So to answer the question of Maharaj Parikshit, Sukadeva Goswami replied,
舒克德古斯瓦米以下面的话语来回答 Parikshit 王的问题。
and he told him that Krishna has created the mind, the senses, and the living force of the living entities.
他回答说 ，Krishna 创造了生物体的心意、感官和生命力。
And he created these things for for sense gratification, and so that the living entities could move from one body to another body.
创造了这些是为了生物体的感官享乐，结果生物体便从一个躯体移动到另一个躯体。
And also, Krishna created these things for the purpose of allowing liberation from the material world.
Krishna 也创造了这些，好让生物体从物质世界获得解脱。
So in other words, a person can use the senses and the mind and the living force for many different things.
换言之，生物体可以利用心意、感官和生命力，以达到不同的目的。
He can use them for his sense gratification.
他可以用这些来感官享乐。
And he can use them for moving from one body to another when he transmigrates.
他可以将它们用于在各个躯体中轮回，
Or he may use them in order to get liberation.
或者也可以用这些事物来获得解脱。
So the rules of the Vedas are there just to give conditioned souls the chance to get sense gratification under certain conditions.
为达训令给予受条件限制的灵魂在一定规则下得到感官享乐的机会。
And also, it's the Lord's arrangement is there to give the living entities the chance to go to higher conditions of life.
主也给予他们机会来达到更高的生活条件。
If the consciousness is purified, then the living entity can come back in the higher level of existence. It may come back to its original position and go back home, back to Godhead.
若生物的知觉得到净化，他们则可恢复原本的地位，重返家园，回归守神。
We should understand that the living entities are all intelligent.
要明白，生物体本性聪颖，
But they each have to use their intelligence in the proper way. They have to use it over the mind and over the senses.
然而，他们应该正确的运用智性来控制心意和感官。
So when the mind and the senses get purified by proper intelligence, then the conditioned soul can be liberated.
通过正确的使用智慧，净化了心意和感官，受条件限制的灵魂便可以得到解脱。
But if the intelligence is not properly used to control the mind and senses, then the soul, the conditioned soul, will remain in the material world.
如果没有正确的利用智慧去净化心意和感官，受条件限制的灵魂只能滞留在物质世界了。
And he will stay, he may move from one kind of body to another, but he's moving just for sense gratification.
它会不断的从一个躯体转换到另一个躯体，但只是用于感官享乐。
So another point which is clearly made by Sukadeva Goswami is that it is the mind, the senses, and intelligence of the individual living entity that the Lord created.
Sukadeva Goswami 的另一个要点就是主创造了个别生命力的心意、感官、智性。
It's not stated anywhere that the living entities were ever created.
并没有在哪里是这样陈述说生物体曾经被创造了。
It's not like the shiny particles of the sun rays. Oh, it's not like, well, it's not stated anywhere that the living entities were created.
没有在哪里陈述说生物体是曾经被创造出来。
Just like the sun's rays always exist, they're not created. In the same way, the living entities always exist.
正如太阳光辉中的闪耀光粒子，永恒的与太阳同在，生物也永恒的与至尊歌手神同在。
And they exist eternally as parts and parcels of Krishna.
他们作为 Krishna 的所属部分，永恒的存在着。
But just as the sun's rays are sometimes covered by a cloud, and that cloud is the creation of the sun. So in the same way, the conditioned souls, although they're eternally existing, sometimes put within the cloud of the material world.
就像有的时候阳光会被乌云遮盖，同样的，受条件限制灵魂虽然以至尊主的所属部分永恒的存在，但有的时候却被置于物质世界当中。
So the whole Vedic process is to alleviate, to stop, or to end that darkened condition.
整个的伟大程序便是为了减轻或者停止这个黑暗的状况。
And when the senses and the mind are fully purified, then we may come to our original position.
最后，当受条件限制的灵魂的感官和心意完全净化，便能恢复原来的地位。
So our original position is called Krishna consciousness, and that is liberation.
我们原本的地位称为 Krishna 知觉，以及解脱。
So in the book, the Vedanta Sutra, the first sutra is about the absolute truth. It says, Atato Brahma Jignasa. What is the nature of the absolute truth?
在韦丹塔 Sutra 的第一个 Sutra Atato Brahma Jigyasa 绝对真理的本质究竟如何？
So the next sutra answers that question, and it says that the nature of the absolute truth is that he is the origin of everything.
而在紧接着的第二个 Sutra 就回答了这个问题。绝对真理的本质是，它是万物的根源。
So whatever we experience in this material condition of life is just an emanation coming from Krishna.
我们在这个物质生命当中经历的一切，也不过是 Krishna 的流演之物。
So the absolute truth created the mind, the senses, and the intelligence.
绝对真理创造了心意、感官和智性。
So if the absolute truth created these things, then the absolute truth must also have mind, intelligence, and senses. In other words, he must be also a person.
倘若绝对真理创造了心意、感官和智性，这便意味着绝对真理也拥有心意、感官、智性。换言之，他是一个人。
When we use the word created, it means that he must have some transcendental intelligence.
当我们用到创造这个词，是指他有着超然的智性。
Just like when a father creates a child, the child has senses because the father also has senses.
举例来说，父亲孕育了孩子，孩子有感官，因为父亲也有感官。
So a child is born with hands and legs because the father also had hands and legs.
孩子有手足，因为父亲也有手足。
So sometimes we say man is made in the image of God. God is the father and we're like his son.
所以有这样一句话说，人是仿造神的形象而造的。所以神就是父亲，而我们就是孩子。
So the absolute truth is Krishna with transcendental mind, senses, and intelligence.
绝对真理便是 Krishna， 他有超然的心意、超然的感官和超然的智性。
And when our mind and intelligence and senses are purified, then we can understand the real nature of the absolute truth as a person.
当我们的心意、智性和感官的污染得到净化，便能明白绝对真理作为人的特征。
So we'll stop here tonight and we will ask if there are any questions.
我们今天晚上就读到这里，接下来我们来回答问题。如果有问题，现在可以提出来。Yuvati Sachi Devidasi。我的问题就是，若伟达经是灵性的话，我们物质的感官又怎么能够接受它呢？
Well, we're going to hear that question answered by Sukadeva Goswami when we go through the chapter.
随着我们本章继续，我们就能聆听到 Sukadeva Goswami 对此的回答。
You have to read the whole chapter.
我们要读完整章，
Then you'll get the answer to your question.
你就会得到你问题的答案。
All right?
Vaishnavi Vani Malachi。
Yes?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, we studied that under the Karma Kanda, they are allowed to sacrifice a goat. Are they allowed to sacrifice the bird? Because I see many people in India, they eat the bird, chicken.
Well, it says Prabhupada put here goat, no other animal.
Yeah. I thought it's only cows before.
No, cows should never be
Yeah.
sacrificed.
Yeah. But lower animals like birds, they can be used for sacrifice? No. Is it only goat?
Well, it says cow. It says goat. That's what it says, goat. You know, I wouldn't like to change anything.
Yeah. Yes, Guru Maharaj.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know people do goats. You can see in Islam also, because in the Muslim religion they will sacrifice goats. They will also sacrifice chickens and like that, birds.
Yeah.
But should
Yeah. Yes, Guru Maharaj. In Goddess Kali temple, mostly they use goats. I feel.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
We're trying to educate people to stop these things.
Hmm.
People are very addicted to meat eating. They will have even they won't even do sacrifice. You see, they'll just if they think that the animal can be taken and sacrificed, they'll just eat the animal without the sacrifice. So they won't even do the sacrifice. That's very simple.
Hmm. Yeah. Guru Maharaj, in shop, I see they sell meat, something like halal or something like that. That is sacrifice, that's used for sacrifice, right?
Well, it's supposed to be meat without the blood. You see, they're not supposed to eat blood. But you know how you can have meat without blood? You cannot. But anyway, they try to drain the blood out the meat before they take it. That's called halal.
Oh.
Of course, they do the sacrifice and then they take out the blood.
Okay. Okay, Guru Maharaj. Very scary method.
Yeah.
But is this yajnas like housewarming ceremonies, Ganapati Puja, all this are coming under Karmakanda? Karmakanda, like all the rituals or Karmakanda, right?
Yes. Yes, all the rituals are karma kanda.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Vaishnava 里面的问题是，在这里提到山羊，就祭祀山羊给卡利女神。但他看到在印度还有人吃鸡，就这种禽类。马尔说，在这书里，帕帕说了，只能祭祀山羊，不能祭祀其他的动物。在伊斯兰教里头，他们也祭祀山羊和鸡，所以我们教育人们就应该停止。现在的人他们甚至不祭祀就吃肉，所以这是非常非常罪恶的。因此，我们应该教育他们从事正确的事情。还有像嘎内什puja，就是崇拜嘎内什，也属于康康的。苏 David Gaurangi Devadasi Sri David.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, regarding the Pushottama month that is going on now, today the second day, I have a question to ask regarding that. May I? My question is Guru Maharaj. Remember Guru Maharaj told me about my worship because I have Gauranitai deities and Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani deities. And then Guru Maharaj told me that Radha Madhava can be put on the wall. So one devotee told me that I must use a tulasi twig and put cotton and offer ghee lamp to Radha Madhava, the picture that I have. So my question is, do I need to do it that way, that I must take the Radha Madhava picture and put it on a table and then decorate with a garland and all, or and then worship in the Purushottama month, offer them the ghee lamp, or can I leave the altar as it is with the Radha Madhava on the wall and the deities on the pedestal, and then offer the ghee lamp to the deities? Must I do like this because it's the Purushottama month? Then I must take the picture from the wall and put it on a separate table. Must I do like this? Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Please help me with this matter, Guru Maharaj.
Well, you have to understand that Radha and Krishna are not worshipped along with Gauranitai. Gauranitai are Krishna and Balaram. So where Balaram is, then there's no Radharani. So if you put Radha and Krishna there, you can put the picture there, but you shouldn't worship it. But if you're going to worship it, then you have to separate. You can't just worship Radha and Krishna in the presence of Krishna and Balaram, who are non-different from Gauranitai.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. So that means, Guru Maharaj, when I offer the ghee lamp, because it's Purushottama month, how do I observe Purushottama month, Guru Maharaj, in reference to that offering of the lamp and all that? How to do that? Who to show the lamp to?
Well, it's up to you who you're worshipping on your altar.
I'm worshipping Gauranitai and Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani.
You see, you've got so many deities there. You put Radha and Krishna in there, and you've got Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra. You see, Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra, again, you've got Krishna and Balaram there in Jagannath deities, and you cannot have Radha and Krishna there. So Radha and Krishna, you have to either take it out or you don't worship it. You just have it hanging on the wall. Don't put it on the altar. You can hang it on the wall in your room, in your temple room, but you don't put it on the altar. You're not.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, I followed your advice. You told me about a year ago. You told me about it. I no longer have it on my altar, Guru Maharaj. But one devotee phoned me yesterday. Then he was urging me to do this. That's why I wanted to get clarification, Guru Maharaj. I told him that my Guru Maharaj has advised me that I should have the focused worship of Gauranitai and the Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani deities alone there, and Radha Krishna picture on the wall. I told him that also.
Yeah, well, okay, so you just do that. You don't need to worship Radha. I've never heard, that you have to worship Radha and Krishna in the month of Purushottam. The main thing is in Purushottam month, we want to try to increase your hearing and chanting.
Okay.
You don't have to do all these rituals, what he's suggesting, and do that is for people who don't do any worship. You're already doing worship every day. But he's asking you to do more. You're already doing a lot of worship every day. He shouldn't be confusing your worship.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I like to receive guidance from Guru Maharaj only. I don't want to receive, some other kind of guidance is contrary to what Guru Maharaj is instructing me and advising me. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Okay.
I'm very grateful to Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much. I pray at your lotus feet. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Any other questions there, Guru Mani?
Yes, Yogita Radha Devdasi. Yukita Radha Devdasi, please unmute yourself. Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. I was unmuting, but I couldn't unmute. I think not allowed, no? Anyways, thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Gurudev, please accept some humble obeisances. Gurudev, I want to ask regarding that, what Vaishnavi Mataji was asking, Vani Mataji was asking. I'm getting here a packet of halal noodles, but it's vegetarian ingredients, Gurudev. So I keep on buying it, but that means, is it halal must be non-vegetarian, or can it be vegetarian also? I'm confused now after listening to the conversation of Mataji with yourself. So I'm wondering if I can cook that or I should stop. What should I do, Gurudev?
Well, if they say it's halal noodles, but there's no meat, then it's all right. It's just noodles. If it's just noodles, you look at the ingredients and see what they. If there's nothing there, then just cook. You can cook noodles, yeah.
Okay, Gurudev. Yeah, there's nothing there, definitely. So that's what I've been buying it for.
Mm.
Okay, Gurudev. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Yuvati Sachi 举手了。
You want to translate Guru?
Yes. So sorry, Yuvati Sachi. Can you say it again? Oh, okay.
Well, it can be both.
Yuvati Sachi 嘛，问题是，就是当我们读经典的时候，它是属于 Shravana 聆听，Shravana 还是 Kirtan 呢？属于聆听还是唱诵呢？马拉说都算，既算聆听也算唱诵。
And in good chanting, there's also smaranam. The three are there.
当有好的 ，sorry，
Go ahead, come on.
当有好的唱诵的时候，它也是 smart 也是意念。
Okay, so I think we'll stop here tonight. Is there any more questions, Guru Mani?
Yeah, there are two more Chinese questions.
Okay, we'll just take the two questions from the Chinese devotees. After that, no more.
OK， 我们来看一下，这有两个问题，一个是哈瑞说顶拜咕噜莲花族、封建者莲花族，请问如何界定赌博？从事股票、基金、证券、银行等金融岗位算赌博吗？或者用钱生钱的方式投资企业后有利润获得了分红，这算赌博吗？So obeisance to Guru's lotus feet and all devotees, is it gambling to be engaged in stocks, funds, securities, banks, and other financial positions? Or
Yes.
is it
Yes, it's gambling.
从事这些都算是赌博 or 也都算是赌博。下一个 the next one is from 林 顶拜姑和所有奉献者。刚刚说到生命力本性聪颖，所以人要运用智性来控制心意和感官，正确使用智性，使心意和感官得到净化，那么受限制的灵魂便得到解脱。那我们要怎样才能知道自己心意净化得到解脱了呢？也请了很多圣帕帕的书籍，但是没有觉悟，看完就忘记。You just mentioned that vitality, the living force, is intelligent. So people need to use intelligence to control their minds and senses, to use intelligence correctly and purify the minds and senses. Then the conditioned soul will be liberated. How can we know that our mind has been purified and liberated? I have bought many books of Srila Prabhupada, but I haven't realized it, and I forgot after reading them.
Well, you didn't read them very well.
你没有很好的来阅读这些书籍，
You have to read more carefully.
你需要更仔细的来阅读。
So when you remember more what's in the books, then you'll know your intelligence has become purified.
如果你更多的能更多的记住这些书中的话语，你就知道你的已经净化了。
So you have to keep endeavoring. We have to understand we've been in the material world a very long time, so our intelligence is very dirty. It takes a lot of effort to purify the intelligence.
所以你需要更加的努力，因为我们在物质世界待时间太久了，我们的智性是很肮脏的，所以要努力的在净化它。
It's not just a matter of buying the books. You have to really want to understand books. You have to apply what's in the books.
这不是说买书就大事万景，就完事儿了。你还要去理解这些书籍，还要加以实践。
Okay, so we'll stop here tonight. Thank you very much, Guru Mani.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Ganshia Nabin de Functionza. Omadufuniman. Wanshet Rui. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai. Hare
Go
Krishna
back to-
Gurudev.